Why if you can play a major scale in position 1, why have different positions 2, 3, 4, 5? So, let's take the key of G, for example, and the G major scale. That's the G major scale in 2 octaves in position 1. Okay, there's other ways we could play it with open strings as well, but that is what we call position 1. As a heads up, you can also play that 12 frets higher, because that's starting from 3rd fret, and if we therefore played at 15th fret, it's exactly the same thing. And the lower octave here is the same as the higher octave here. So this sounds the same if you have a listen. It sounds the same pitch-wise. There's a different tone to it, sure. But it sounds the same pitch-wise. So we have 2 octaves here. We've got a 3rd above that here. So we have plenty of notes there just from knowing one scale position, position 1 of the major scale, or minor pentatonic, it's exactly the same, here and here specifically, okay? So what's the deal with these positions 2, 3, 4 and even 5, okay? So the idea is that those same notes, those same pitches, those same actual letter notes, G, A, B, C, etc., also exist here, 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 and here. Around every 3 frets, there's another shape which is the same notes, which includes the same notes again. Okay. Why? When I was doing this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going along the different positions. This is part of position 1. This is part of position 2, and this is part of position 3. Why would you want to learn that? So you can do exactly what I've done there. Work up more progressively rather than playing a melody here, you know, that finishes. And then we have to skip up, 12 frets just to finish off a melody line, okay? But also, this is a big thing with the minor pentatonic stuff. So if you're doing the minor pentatonic scale here, position 1 licks have a certain sound to them, and when we learn position 2 licks, I'm mixing positions, there's a different sound to it, because we're bending different notes than we would otherwise, and as I say, the one point of view is finishing off the melody that you want to use in the location of the neck you're already in. And the other thing is, we can get a lot more lead guitar licks and sounds when we learn the different positions. However, remember, when you move position, when you spend all that time memorizing position 2, and then position 3, and then position 4, you're not learning any more notes. You're learning how to play the same notes in a different fretboard location. And here's the hard, solid truth. If you can't make music using position 1 of a scale, you're not going to be able to make music out of position 2 or position 3, 4 or 5 either. So that may sound harsh, but it's true. You have to learn how to make music from position 1 of the scale first. And also, there's a really cool little... It's not a cheat, it's just a real practicality of it. So let's look at the minor pentatonic, A minor pentatonic, because all of you guys watching now, you guys know this. What have we got? 48? 88? 48, my eyes are going. 48. 48 people watching live now. I'm sure everyone, possibly even my girlfriend who's watching now, knows the minor pentatonic position 1, or has at least seen me do this before. Again, that is 2 octaves, because it's position 1 of our scale, but what we can do is learn a little bit of position 5, and so the lower couple of strings of position 5, and the higher part of position 2, and then we've suddenly got the highest note to be this, and the lowest note to be this, which means that we've extended it two ways. So we've got almost 3 octaves. 3 octaves of the range of a very good singer, and plenty for lead guitar. But rather than starting here, we start 2 frets below. So this is called a lower extension. And then we've got a higher extension as well. So I went lower and I went higher than just, and you'll be able to see now, I'm just in, you'll be able to see the intention and why these are called positions. I play this scale and my hand doesn't move left or right. That's what makes it one position. When I learn an extension, there, I started on the thickest E string and I finished on a note bent up to here. That's a long way from the thinnest, the 12th fret on the thinnest string to the thickest string. But it's still the A minor pentatonic. So, in my opinion, if you cannot yet make music out of, meaning you can't improvise using the first position of the A minor pentatonic, but you want to improve your fretboard knowledge, you should learn the lower extension, which after I've released this video, I'll release it with tab on my website. And then the higher extension, all the way up to there. You're really increasing your practical fretboard knowledge, because if we go across this way, we can easily go from the lower part to the higher part. Whereas if we go across this way, you know, we're not going to be getting any higher. For example, the thinnest E string, that exists in 5 different note locations. The exact same note at the same pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So by learning the fretboard this way, I'm not learning to do anything else, really. I've not got any more notes available to me when I'm soloing. Learning the fretboard this way, starting off on a thicker string, but as you go to the thinner strings, you learn your scale this way. For example, A minor pentatonic, the lower extension, slide to position 1, slide to position 2, go to the top of position 3, and we've got an awful lot more notes suddenly that we can play. As I say, this is just the starting point. I'll be fleshing all these theories and stuff out more. Just testing the waters on you guys at the moment.